Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly.
Would I be right in assuming nobody else knows about the content of our message yet?
Correct. And that is how it will stay, until I decide on my reply to Ange.
What about the League of Lords? Do you think you'll convince the other nobles as well?
Careful now, young man.
The war hurts everyone without exception. And that is why it has to stop. Everyone agrees on that. Each one of us has to consider what he can do for peace in the land. You can show what you can do tomorrow, when we settle scores with those bandits.
We'll make short work of them.
I'll try not to let you down, sir.
Certainly. We will talk tomorrow when it's over. I do not let capable men go unrewarded, Henry.
Ah, junger Mann, komm her!
What's the discussion about, gentlemen?
We're just talking about the ambush on Lord von Bergoff's men.
Apparently, it was the same man who attacked your company by the pond.
Aye, no doubt about it. It's the same band of troublemakers.
Who got the better of you twice, eh?
Zweimal?
That's right. They say that at Nabokov, Lord Capon parleyed with someone pretending to be old Nabok. But in fact, it was none other than the leader of those disgraceful scoundrels.
Dann ist es ja kein Wunder that puffed-up Capon won't talk to us. He's afraid we'll make fun of him.
I'm sorry, sir, but Lord Capon did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault.
Watch your tongue. You don't want Henry to take offense and fly off the handle again?
Ja, du hast recht. I went too far. If I've offended you, Henry, we can settle scores. I'm at your service. But if you'd rather try your luck, we can have a game of dice. That strikes me as a better option than going vivadas.
I understand. Let's play then. But I'm warning you, you'll lose your shirt.
We'll see about...
Oh, Fortuna. Möge der beste Mann gewinnen. If I was you, I'd take it.
If you were smart, you wouldn't be so stupid.
Here. Diese.
Those disputes with the monastery have done him in.
Schön.
I knew it'd be good. I said as much.
Exactly. Worse than those damn burgers. You know I had to sell them the upper pond. Terrible times. The burgers will buy us all out one of these days. Someone should clip their wings.
But Wenceslas won't do it because he loses allies against the high nobility.
Right. That pack of thieves are bribing him to get our knightly titles.
It's a shame Lord Sokol had such...
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
He should have beaten the life out of them and taken their silver as well. Wretched curse.
Here.
Indeed. Another reason to have a drink. That's why I left my wife at home. A good idea. This is soldier's business after all, isn't it?
Schön.
That's not possible. You're making it up, Herman.
Cheers then.
Nein.
Looks like you don't even want to play. Last time I was watching, a farmer lost his breeches and his boots here.
Good God. What are you doing to me, little head?
We have an early start. Whose idea
Well,
was that?
maybe I...
You can do it. Keep it up.
There, I can tell you.
The unchaste woman.
Diese.
So, what's it all about, sir?
Was ist los?
We didn't have
it's
such
all
dice
yours.
when I was young. We shaped them out of clay, played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
A heretic. Wycliffe is a heretic. There's no doubt about it. His books seem to overturn divine order.
So it seems that even our learned scholars aren't sure about that.
And the Bethlehem Chapel hosts a preach.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Yes, he and his ilk just sow confusion. And worse still, some people support.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes.
Can I tell that even Queen Sophia goes to hear this preaching?
Schön.
Maybe I prefer a short game to a long one like this.
Turned upside down by sinful hedonists.
Das
That's good
war's.
too.
You're up,
You
my
could
friend.
throw better.
Gloria, if people were hanged for bad verses, you'd be the first to swing.
Have you
Is
lost
it
your
still
mind?
the same
You're
year?
going to lose everything.
Or the next one.
Cheers!
Schön.
My God, is it still not over?
Here.
I heard some terrible things, vile
Let's
bastard.
drink, my friends. That rabble truly excellent wine.
Hungarian, they say. So let's hope it won't do us any harm.
It's an absolute disgrace.
My legs are starting to hurt from all this standing around.
They behave like pigs. They rob and kill our people.
Sigismund should have thought long and hard before hiring brutes like them.
Sigismund is like a fox in a hen house.
If you were smart,
You let him in, eh?
you wouldn't be so
Our great
stupid.
Jobst and his ilk.
They want the kingdom all to themselves, so they can rob and plunder. It's clear as day.
Who's winning? I forgot already.
What on earth kind of fish was that?
A sinful fish. Only yesterday, it was fluffing around in the air.
So it wasn't the fish?
No, just chicken stuffed with crayfish.
That's what I call excellent food for the fast.
The master cook here is an absolute treasure.
The cook is a woman, my lady, and she's worth her weight in gold.
If you were smart, you wouldn't be so stupid.
That was a good...
Speak for yourself.
The Lord giveth. Let's...
What is it? I thought a good old...
Nothing but puffed up peacocks sucking up to each other, pretend, and the Chamberlain. My God.
Sod the Chamberlain. He's a conceited idiot.
And how many battles has he won, eh?
You heard Lord von Burgov. He trusts him.
Ulrich is a master of the quill, that's all. By the way, thanks for standing up for me.
You're welcome. I definitely trust you more in battle than him.
When push comes to shove, I won't be paying much heed to that buffoon's orders.
I get that, but you gave von Burgov your word as a knight that you'd help him. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well.
Oh, maybe, but don't you forget to stop by the smithy for my sword and armor. If you want my advice, try not to get too shit-faced. We've got a battle to...
Don't worry.
All right.
Hey there, my friend. Got a moment? What would you say if I wrote an ode to you?
We have a poet among us.
Me, a poet. I leave that sort of woman swoon in his arms. There's a poetic soul for you. Aye, he's too big for his... but I'll pay him back. Aye, but if you change your... but you have to... You spoke to him then?
And even to his uncle. But he didn't want to hear about
So the estate
must be Henry,
decided by the court. Excuse me.
You must be Henry, yes? Lord Ca-
Have you got a moment? I've heard. I apologize.
You must be Henry, yes? Lord Capon's servant.
Pleased to meet you. But who do I have? Seems you already know mine.
Aye, we heard some... Aye. Mainly about truly amusing escapades.
Well, we had a couple of misfortunes.
Only that the village yokels took you... Well, after you'd beaten up a couple of them.
Well, as I said, well,
Of course. No offense in...
My name is Oldbrown, and this...
any news?
Yes. We were just...
What's that?
Nobody knows, but the name... Apparently Sir Otto paid a fortune for this.
Sounds like some holy rent.
Aye. But it occurred to all...
I heard him telling Chaplain Nicodemus that the castle is throwing around coin like that when there's a war on...
But our Sir Otto has deep pockets, and the war hasn't changed that.
Aye, once you get... You and Lord Capon are here. You're envoys of Hanush of Life.
Aye, but I can't...
Why not? We all want...
I'm sure we do, gentlemen. But what...
Maybe not, but it...
What about tomorrow?
Of course. I've brought so...
I hope you'll leave room for us.
Have no fear. The main thing is that old Lord...
Well, if we burn down his castle, he's bound to have... I think Sir Yaramir will be pleased if we get rid of those...
Aye, aye. Old he toiled all his life,
Yet it's nothing more than a...
all the better for us. We'll take the hood in a trice and then relieve Yaramir.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out how much the...
He'll be happy to give us the wine. Better to be...
Shall we have a chat, bonny lad?
Well, now, you've made quite an impression, friend.
The monastery of Dunedin.
What's he doing here?
Sorry,
This is Johanka of Zernot.
pleased to meet you.
I know who you are. My companions here talked about you. And the stories were somewhat madcap, if you don't mind me saying so.
Nothing more than a couple of silly misunderstandings.
The pond, the stocks, and the gallows. Quite a nice series of misunderstandings, if you ask me.
Your life was on the line more than once, young man.
You're right, Father. And not just my life, Lord Capon's as well.
Well, that sounds interesting. Won't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about adventures right from their hero himself.
I'll be glad to tell you my story. Where to begin?
The best place to begin is at the beginning, isn't it?
You're right, of course. That would be best. Our friend Margrave Jobst would like to end this absurd war. That's why he sent us here to Trotsky. It's a long way from our home in Ratai. So we made camp by a pond to bathe a bit before presenting ourselves to the local lord. We didn't have time for that, because a band of cutthroats suddenly attacked us. They killed without mercy, and our men had no chance against them. We had no choice but to jump into the water and swim for our life. I can't swim.
It's truly divine intervention, my son. God...
Truly shocking and terrifying.
They chased us into the rocks, but we escaped.
Very good. But why not...
We were saved by a good-hearted old woman. But later, we got involved in a tavern brawl. Well, the brawl was started by my Lord Capon, actually. Manual labor would have been even more humiliating than having the local guards pour, slops over it. But it's true. Everyone thought we were stinking vagabonds.
Bailiff Thrush put them in the stock.
Yeah, like I said, they took us for ragamuffins.
Fair enough. But out with...
I admit the bailiff was right to punish us. But we would have won the brawl otherwise, my lady.
Excellent. I think people are wrong about you. You're a
And rather entertaining.
Yes, I agree. It's a pity my...
Who do you mean?
Unfortunately, she... But the easiest way to put that right would be to go... Would you...
Certainly, my lady. I'd be honored to escort you.
Excellent. I'm sure the learned gentleman... It's a lovely night outside, and it's a little stuffy. A lovely summer night. It was horribly... Thanks for rescuing me from the claw.
Yeah, of course.
I know what you thought. Some men are terribly slow, but maybe I underestimated.
I don't think you're the kind to fall for pretty poems.
Well. Finally an exception that proves the rule.
I'm no good at poetry, any...
That's enough talks. Let's enjoy this night.
Anything else you need?
Coming up.
Hey, blacksmith's boy. What are you doing there?
What is it? I thought...
Nothing but... And how... Ulrich...
You're well and push... I understand. But this is the only way to get revenge for the massacre by the pond. That band of cutthroats killed our men as well.
Oh, maybe. But don't you forget to... If you want my...
Don't worry.
All right.
Greetings.
Excuse me,
What do you want
I'm supposed to get some wine from her for Laura.
for that handsome young man? I'll go and get it, and you can forget.
Well, the thing is,
Forget it. God knows where that cow's got to again. But don't worry. I'll be happy to. I'd just like to ask if you could open the spice chest for me. The lock got stuck again and won't open.
who locked it like?
Nobody. It's one of.
Fantastic. Sure, I'll take...
Thanks. Farewell, my friend.
I've opened the spice chest for you.
Really? I won't bother locking it again from now on. If someone pinches something, here's some Hungarian wine for your journey. May the Holy Virgin... Farewell.
What would you like?
I'm supposed to collect armor.
Aye, but that horse has already bolted on.
What? You don't have anything?
Lots of other knights were here.
But Chamberlain Ulrich himself sent me here.
I'll be happy to give you what. I reckon you'll have to do the mending.
As you wish. But I'll go and tell the Chamberlain. You think he's going to get his fingers burnt because of you?
What? Ulrich is my friend.
And I have friends among the local nobles who the Chamberlain surely won't want to annoy.
All right. Maybe I was a bit hasty. I'll find you something better. I still have this left. Take it. It's yours.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way. Sacra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. That's one sharp blade.
What's that? You're not permitted to be here.
Anything else, lad? Good doggy. Good boy.
What do you...
Oh, what?
Lots,
but
I'll be... I reckon...
As you think he's...
What?
And I...
I still...
See now? Sacra. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. That's one sharp blade.
day to
Excuse me.
What?
I'm supposed.
For that, forget. But don't. I just the lock.
Who?
No.
Sure.
Thanks. I'll be with you, sir.
Are they?
Really? I won't. Here's some. May the. Take care then. I apologize.
Come and have a drink, friend.
What's wrong, Henry?
What is it? I thought.
Nothing but... And how many...
You
already
well,
when pushed...
I get that bad.
but don't if you want.
Don't worry.
All right.
Ha! It didn't take you.
Have a
Me, women there. But
tongue.
eh,
What did he do to you?
he persuaded a certain damsel to let him dress up when I sang beneath her window one evening, and that twit threw lilacs down to me.
How do you want to get your...
Nothing of the sort. No violence. I know that one damsel gave him a ring, and it...
Now, that sounds like a pretty cruel joke. But I'll be...
He's bound to have it in the chest next to...
Ah.
Well, the most important thing is that everyone... All you have to do is bring it to...
Ah, junger Mann, komm her.
What's the discussion about?
We're just a pair
Oh,
who got that's but it.
I'm sorry.
Watch.
Ja, but that's Viva.
Not for...
Das ist schade.
I'm not...
We're not.
Well, as...
My name.
And in...
Yeah.
What's that?
Nobody apparently.
Sounds...
I heard. But us. You and your.
Yes. Now,
What does Margaret?
to end...
Well.
Aye.
Interest.
What about...
Of course. I hope have. Well, aye. It's get it all the. He'll.
Have you got a moment? I've heard you're a local hero.
I'm sorry.
This is
Please.
I know, and this...
The pond. You're right.
Well, the best.
Our... It's a lot. We didn't... We hadn't... I can't truly...
True.
We were... Well, even more... But it's true.
They live.
Yeah, like...
Fair enough. Excellent.
And Rob?
Yeah. Unfairly, would you?
Certainly.
Excellent. It's a lovely... Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
I know it,
No.
I understand. A pity that...
Let's go back to the banquet.
A beautiful moment, but now it's... God bless you, sir.
Anything else, lad?
I have a
So,
Would I
correct.
What about
Careful. Each you will.
I'll try.
Sir.
I've heard people talk. Some think you bought a new bat.
Well, now.
Oh, at the very least, I hear it.
They are right.
Will you tell me what it
I'm afraid not. The finger of God.
is? That the important?
Exactly. The roads are dangerous.
Well, it can't be helped, lad. So we'll have...
What's it all about, Rogue
I
Sir?
used to know this horse trainer, and he felt...
I'm sorry. Come and have a drink, friend.
Sorry, but
But I...
you know.
Of course. And I'm not the only one. Whoever saw...
Oh,
I may have missed the start.
and who?
Black Bartosz, from Prague.
What was von Burgos?
He's the royal chamberlain. So he's in charge of collecting tax. And he was negotiating with the...
What?
Maybe, but he can hardly call off... Besides, you only gave him the message...
Do you know what the negotiations in Prague were about?
No, because I'm not a spy.
But personal bodyguards often hear all kinds of things, don't they?
Well, Hohenstein and Riesenberg are quarreling over some nonsense in Lichtenberg is trying to play both sides, and the mighty Rosenberg, aye, and Bocek of Kunstadt is looking for...
I thought the League of Lords was supposed...
What? Then? No chance. Having too many roosters...
Have you heard the plan?
No. Ulrich is...
Not that there's any...
I noticed that your lord isn't... Sir Otto respects him, and I trust him. But it's true.
He's a conceited...
If it's glory that you seek, you cannot be
Do you know that...
They're noblemen from these parts. That cheerful little fellow in the middle is her... Pity you didn't see his performance on the barrel. Thankfully, the barrel...
And the other one?
Florian of Lomnitz, a famed wit, fair of face and well-spoken. That for all he could care, well, we'll see.
Excuse me.
Enjoy. A pitcher of wine makes a good day.
Tomorrow, though.
For sure. Not long.
I'm sorry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going? here it is. Florian's ring.
I'm sorry.
Here's Florian's ring.
Excellent, my friend. Now we'll plant it on that damsel to Florian's.
Right.
I'd be delighted to, my friend. That's so no mercy and joke. Florian, if people were hanged for bad verses, you'd be the first to swing.
Hey!
Look out! I apologize.
I have a little gift for you.
Oh, how sweet.
It's from me.
What? A servant pestering a lady? What's more? Where did you get that, you scout? He stole it! I'll show you one.
Do your worst, sir.
You damned
Teach him a...
We have outs. Now you're gonna get it. Bad luck. Blasted.
I'd rather you didn't call me a peasant.
I know full well you stole that. So with respect.
I have a little...
Oh,
One shy friend who was afraid you'd reject him.
Ooh, and what does he want from me?
To dedicate a few verses to your...
What? What's going on? Fool? No. Wait, he must have stolen that...
What?
Traitor!
Well, Florian is all done.
Aha! Of course!
No mercy, and joking aside.
I owe you a... And if you need help with anything, just... God be with you.
Always along her heart, and even her most private part.
Aye, come here. Here, Mutt.
I've got your armor and wine for the journey.
Let's see what von Berghoff sent me then.
I'm gonna give that blacksmith Ossiner a kick up the ass.
What do you mean? It's not that bad.
Well, if it hadn't been for me...
What about you? Ready for battle?
Ready. We can go.
Excellent. Mount up then. I can't wait till we smash those whoresons' faces in. Oh, damn it. So what? Let's go. I can't wait to put that fraud from the Barkov in irons. With the force we have, we'll take their little fort in a trice. What do you think?
I agree. Certainly won't be a long siege. Nebakov isn't Talmberg.
Exactly. We won't be needing a trebuchet this time. A couple of ladders and a battering ram will do just fine. I'm almost worried the foot soldiers will get it done without us. And I won't even have time to swing my sword.
I can't wait to repay them for their kindness. I can still feel the spot in my shoulder where the arrow hit me at the pond.
Never mind your arrow. What about the humiliation I suffered? The rope is too good for those knaves. I'd have them quartered if it were up to me.
Aye, and quartered at least 3 times for what they did.
You're right. I'll ask von Berghoff to send for a truly skillful executioner.
Christ,
And when we've dealt with that band,
horse.
Hanush is sure to acknowledge that I've made up for my mistake. Everything will be back to the way it was before. Audentes fortuna juvat!
Good.
How was the Hungarian wine, gentlemen? I hope you don't have sore heads this morning.
Don't worry, Lord Chamberlain. My head is clear. A real knight knows how to behave on the eve of a battle.
What about your faithful servant and protector here?
I'm ready for battle, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Sir Otto has charged me with keeping you safe. I hope you don't have anything against me escorting you today, Lord Capon.
I can't say what an honor it is for me. I suppose someone doesn't want me to mess up again, eh?
But Lord Capon, taking care of our guests is right and proper.
You, Sir Ulrich, should worry about not getting too many bloodstains on you today.
We all have our orders, and mine are to defeat that band of scoundrels in Nebakov. Why dally, then, when we have work to do? To battle, gentlemen! Open the gate! We're moving out.
That outlaw and his band really fucked with us last time, eh?
I'm just hoping he won't fuck with us again now.
There aren't enough of them that can tackle this kind of force.
True enough.
And to think, I drank a toast with that fucker. Christ!
I hope you enjoyed your wine, Lord Capon, since old Nevac was chewing on dry straw in his own cellars.
Don't you worry, Chamberlain. I'll see to that sneaky fucker in person.
You two are pathetic. I get the impression you're afraid to go into these woods, even with an army around you.
Yeah, I think I can see now why your lord barely escaped with his life. Maybe his captain underestimated the foe as light-heartedly as you.
Weigh your words carefully, young man. You didn't fare any better yourselves.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'll be a lot more... What the... My God! Where... Hey!
Shit!
Hey!
Don't
Fuck out!
Give me your hand!
Come on!
God's sake! Get up, Henry!
I'm coming.
Back off, bastard! Now he's really pissed me off. We have to get out of here!
Show
We can't go back! We'll fight our way through!
Christ!
Quick! Down the path!
Now you mind, you bastard!
Take that! Damn it!
Do it! I took him down! Nice strike!
Leave him alone!
Kill him! I'll make you to a bloody pulp, fucker! He's dead! I'll hack your ass!
Hey! Henry! We have to keep going! Down the path! We can't go back!
Show what you're made of! True blood, yeah! Go fuck yourself! Slice him up!
Gillies!
Nicely done! I'll be done with you in a flash! To me! Hey!
Capon! Where the hell is he? I have to go to him!
You got him!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Fuck! Chamberlain Ulrich! We have to help the fool! You hear, Henry? I need you here!
I'll hack your asshole! Mother of God!
Hey! Henry, cover up!
Hurry, you fool! Fuck! My legs caught!
Hey! Don't leave you with a flash!
Help me, my leg!
I don't know why I'm bothering with you.
You got him!
Come on! Try to help me, for fuck's sake!
My God!
Henry! Grab the Chamberlain and let's get out of here! We have to get away! So help him!
I'm here! I'll help you!
Fucking scum! Whoresons! Bastards! Curs!
Fuck me! Ulrich's dead! Let's get out of here! You got him! Next!
For glory!
Bloody tree! We have to find a different way. But fast! There are more of them behind us! I'll hack your ass off! Light him up! Yeah, good. There must be a way through somewhere! Make it fast!
You can't get away from me!
Come on, find a way out of here! I'll slow them down! Come on, Henry! We have to get away! Fuck! We've got to get out of here! There's more of them coming!
Nice try!
Go fuck yourself.
You caught him out!
Get ready to leave this life. Didn't see that?
Show your stuff!
Don't spare him!
Wake up!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Now you're mine!
you made for?
of?
Need a pig? Stop you! Leave! Now I'll show you. You stand for! Let's go down. We'll lose them on the other side of the stream. Hey!
Capon!
Henry!
Hands!
Help me!
Christ, I have to go to him!
Christ! It's the same everywhere! What a massacre!
Hey, that one's had it!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him!
Do it! Fucking hell!
Down to the middle
He
and
knows
cross
how
the
to
stream!
sword fight.
Go on, man! Make a fool of yourself!
Stuck pig! Ah,
Look out,
nicely
Henry.
done!
There are shooters behind the wagon!
Capon! Hands!
Come on,
Christ, I have to go to him!
Watch out, I can't aim! Good, good! Now, Mike!
That's it! He's done!
I'm gonna stick you like the
We have to get to the mill! We'll lose them on the other side of the stream!
No, you don't! No, you're mine, you bastard!
Slice him up!
You haven't a chance!
Capon! Hands! Christ, I have to go to him! Hans! Hans! Look at me! Hans!
That'll do! We'll surely get a nice fat ransom for Lord Capon of Perchstein.
You'll have to take him first.
My boy, courage is a thing of honor. But what you're proposing isn't courage. It's foolhardiness.
Well, better to have honor than to sneak up and ambush people from hiding.
It works, though. War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
Now, what is a coward turned to banditry? You should have been a knacker. You'd still have your head on your neck. And your own seat in the tavern.
Shut your stupid mouth. You have no idea who you're talking to.
Yeah, to a weasel. Who shoots from the bushes instead of a fair fight.
You think so, huh?
Why dirty your hands with him, Captain? One shot.
I'm actually starting to think this young knight deserves a fair chivalrous duel. If he's good enough, I'll let him live. So, my boy, let's see what you got. Are you waiting for me to die of old age, coward? Damn it! You're good.
Shishka, you all right?
Do you reckon you can trust an outlaw to keep his word of honor?
The best laid plans of men don't always come to fruition. As the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. And then boots you right in the balls. All I wanted was a quiet life. Nothing more. Take it easy. Have a bit of fun now and again. And not piss anyone off too much. Apart from the Uzit's bailiff. But that's a different matter. But there's spiteful tongues everywhere. Well, you know how it is. And they complained about me to the man up above.
What? Him?
No! The bishop!
And then they kicked me out, saying I was a disgrace to the parish.
What disgrace? A man has to enjoy himself from time to time. They couldn't just kick you out for nothing, though, could they?
Let me make it clear. I am the very paradigm of Christianity. But the church has more priests than parishes. So all it took was a bit of spiteful gossip. And then someone else got my parish.
Aye, folk can be swine.
So actually, it suited me fine when Anush and Radzig's boys went missing, and I could hit the road to look for them. My nag Bibiana is happy to stretch her legs a bit finally, even though she's well past her prime. She's so unused to it. When I tied her up by the gate here, she nearly gave me a kick.
What boys are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?
It's no secret. I need to find them. So I'll be grateful if you can tell me anything.
I'll be glad to help, Father.
It's these two young fellas that recently set off for Trotsky with a letter and haven't come back. One's a blue-blooded fledgling and the other's a smart-ass smith. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, Sakra. Everyone who was at the Semine wedding knows them two. They caused such a ruckus that they was nabbed and locked up in Trotsky.
Well, I never. I'll go straight there then.
Well, Father, the thing is, a big force left the castle this morning, and they were ambushed in the ravine near the Barkoff Mill. A terrible massacre. Folks say all hell broke loose there.
Folks do like talking about hell.
Seriously. I heard the Trotsky Chamberlain himself copped it, and his whole company with him. And most likely, your friends and all. I'm sorry.
What? How's that? You said they were locked up. How could they be in the Chamberlain's company?
Annie and Kuba from the Barkoff Mill saw it. They managed to get away when it all started, and I think they said they saw them two there and all. Ask them yourself if you want. They're in the barn round the back. Kuba took a hammering, but he's well enough to talk.
They could be mistaken though, couldn't they?
Well, if you want to be sure, you can go and see for yourself, Father. The ravine ain't far from here. From the inn, follow the road east till you get to a big crossroads. And at the chapel there, head down towards the forest. Oh, by all accounts, them bodies are still lying there. I hope to God it was over quickly for them.
Surely not all of them. Those two lads are as tough as old boots. Well, thank you, in any case. I'll go and ask around, and God willing, I'll get them in one piece.
Hope dies last. I'm sorry I haven't better news for you. Safe travels, Father Godwin.
God bless you.
If you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to sow winter grain.
What if you lent me the book?
There's justice in the world. Careful.
Oh, God. Oh, God be with you, lad. I need to ask you something.
Kuba's in a bad way. What do you want?
What happened to you?
An awful disaster. Our mill was like suddenly in the middle of a battlefield. In the evening, some men burst in on us, herded us into the barn, and then, in the morning, the ravine suddenly turned into hell. Awful.
Easy. You have nothing to fear now.
Branches snapping, horses whinnying, yelling. We tried to flee, but Cooper was hit in the shoulder by an arrow.
We hid until it was all over. They took some...
I'm looking for two friends. The innkeeper told me they were involved in that skirmish. Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry, his page. Have you heard those names?
Lord have mercy. They were the ones that was taken captive.
Are you sure?
Aye. After what they got up to at the Semine wedding, half the domain knows them. They was hanged.
My God! Surely not. There must have been lots of people there. Maybe you made a mistake in the confusion.
I'm sorry.
How can you be so sure? How far away were you? What happened exactly?
I'm just saying what I saw.
I'm asking if you're sure. Would you swear to God? Well, speak!
Before Almighty God? Well, maybe. I mean, it was all a bit chaotic, that's true.
Well, who were those cutthroats?
Some of them wore Lord Nebag's colours, but it wasn't his men. We know his men. They ride by the mill often enough, and sometimes stop off for a chat.
I'll leave you to get some rest. I must find my friends, however they ended up. Da Deus Fortunae.
Oh, was that Latin? Are you a priest or what?
Aye, I'm a priest. Well, I used to be.
Merciful Mother of God. That's some good fortune at least. Maybe he'll get better if you put a word in for him.
Of course. I'd be happy to. Benedictio Domini sit vobiscum. Benedictus qui venit in nomine Domini.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Father. Here, take this and pray for us, please.
All right. Of course I will. Farewell, my friends.
I hope we can go... back to the mill soon, if it's not burnt.
Do you find whistling like that fun?
Oh, good girl.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Where will we find them? What do you think, Bibiana?
Here! Go!
I'm supposed to take a left at the crossroads. Oh, this must be that chapel. Now to the right, and down to the woods.
Quick! Quick!
The tracks lead to the right. I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They used the trees as cover. Wagons. They probably used them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled. They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
Fuck you, Horton! We're under attack!
Mercy! Leave me be! No.
Alert! To arms!
Enough! Leave me be!
Alert!
I surrender! I surrender!
you! Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Come on, let's take him down! Fuck this!
Enough! Attack! Come and help us! Mercy!
Easy. Nice and slow.
Let's go down. Kiss your arse goodbye.
You're off, son. I'll be done with you in a flash.
What do you want?
Now you've had it. Just you wait.
God Almighty, bless their souls. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior. In any case, the innkeeper wasn't exaggerating. It looks like a Turkish raiding party swept through here.
Stop! What are you... Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest. Their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened. And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
Right, fellas. We'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your shoulders, clear off on the double. Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Let's see if you're as good with that sword as with your tongue. Come on then, you assholes!
I'll tear you a new asshole, you fucker! You're off. This will be easy. I'll rip your... I'll be done with you in a flash. Bad luck. Let him have it from him. Useless. Kill him! Take that fucker out, damn it! Get out of it!
That was some butchery.
Fuck! That was something! They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves!
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not gonna dig graves for those fuckers.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nabokov. Although, castle might be a strong word for it. So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy with me. I sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon?
It had...
Look, that's Nabokov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Go! Yeah! Go! Yeah!
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men.
He helped us against some bandits.
And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Ishtvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Fortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
How much do you have in mind?
You're not even able to name a figure. What kind of negotiator are you?
I'm not a negotiator. I have a task to fulfill, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Up and at them! Kill them to the last man!
What are those dead bears? Move! For fuck's You're no match for us, fucker! Right, you're paid for that! He's dead! Him on the head! You should have fucking stayed out of it! Kill them all! Yeah! Don't spare him! I still can't let him on nicely! Kill them all! You swine! You wanna fuck with us? We're gonna gut you, you run! Kill them all! Yeah! Don't spare him! True blood you can! You'll die for that, you bastard! Why don't you give up? Slice him up! Come on. On him! Don't spare him! It's a wonder you're still standing! Kill him! Slice him up! Christ! I don't have the whole day for you!
Amen to you.
Don't spare him!
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure he'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zizka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Burgau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge.
You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine! Ugh.
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Eric! You're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No! We've got to flee now!
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that? Fuck it!
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
I will get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you? When you came at me with von Bergov's army? Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier, and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake. I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
How? We had a common enemy, that's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him. Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on! I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Oh, fucking hell. God. Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Just get it over with.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Berghoff comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been a hellishly long day today. Thank God we managed to survive until evening at least. Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil, do you mean our new ally whose eye you almost put out?
I'd like to hear what you think of him.
I think deep down he's a good fella. It's just, well, he tends to overdo the whole notion of the end justifying the means.
And that's bad.
It's never good to accept death as a permanent part of your life. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Well, some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that. We still have another burning question here. Why didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
He was expecting an important visitor. Someone from Prague was supposed to be bringing this God's Finger thing.
God's Finger? What's that?
I have no idea. People were saying it might be a new castle bell.
A bell? That's a strange name for it. We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime... Lord, grant them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam dona eis Dom, et lux perpetua lucia eis, redexet hymnus Deus in Sion, et tibi redemptor in Jerusalem, exaudit ratio mea, et tibi redemptor votum.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the...
You mean that nice girl?
Aye. So do you know what...
Why?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl. I'd like to see her again when...
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last... But if she likes you...
Who's looking after the...
Well, whoever it is...
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade... Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now. And what
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people...
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin. Do you know where I can...
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to...
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
Who are you after,
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Is that gunpowder I smell here?
That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh? Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
It'd be better if you tell me everything in detail.
A pistol is not all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that. Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
Look and learn. Whoa! A hit! My God, this really is a diabolical contraption. Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! Ah!
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm going to hit the hay. You do what you want.
Hey, you! Why are you gawking at me like a deaf cunt? I should have shot you right off. And don't pretend you can't hear me.
There's no reason to argue. We're both on the same side.
On the same side? Your lot killed many. I feel like...
I don't want any more trouble. I helped bury your dead. And there's nothing more I can do for them, unfortunately.
Really? I saw it.
His name's Godwin. He's one of us.
Well, that's good. It would be hard to get any other priest here. This way they at least had a proper burial.
Aye. Godwin takes that very seriously.
Well, take the sacks next to... Tell you, man, you certainly are a hard worker. Let's forget all that shit from before, huh? It's all good. What do you say?
All right. I was happy to help, but you owe me one.
Of course. If you ever need anything, let me know.
You take care of...
Aye, that would be me, unfortunately.
What's wrong? Are they injured from...
Aye, that too. One of the mares took she wasn't as lucky. Sacra! I almost shot you at that mill this morning, fella. You're bloody lucky. How did it all happen, anyway? What?
That's a long story. Just tell me what I can do to help.
Well, I have some horses in the stable if we're gonna go anywhere tomorrow. But Steer, the blacksmith, is dead. All I need is enough to shoe the last 3 horses. But the 2 horseshoes I found lying around...
You're in luck. I'm a bit of a blacksmith myself. Any journeyman can make a horse.
That really is quite the coincidence.
All right. But I'm gonna need a...
Don't worry about that. You'll find Bull in the castle forge. He's a hearty fella, but all thumbs when it comes to smith. Tell that numbskull to let you... I wish you a blessed evening.
Do you have anything else to do?
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're going to have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to Rattay tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trotsky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
You did what you could. It's just that circumstances turned against us.
Exactly. Thank you, Henry. Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Al dente's fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well, now it's all over. So...
If you have anything to bet with...
Don't worry about me. What about you?
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few...
Maybe not. Enough talk. Let's let... Oh, Fortuna! May the best player win. Here. That'll do me. Roll. My God. God's holy britches. How come I always lose so disgracefully?
Because I cheat disgracefully? No. Because you play so deplorably?
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh, my God. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song. All our problems began the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
Oh, so no more talk of politics, responsibility, and the calling of the nobility?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiots!
Who are you calling an idiot?
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners.
Keep your nose out!
Who are you talking about?
They brought in 2 noblemen who survived the massacre.
Herman, Littlehead.
Aye, that's him. He took a good thrashing, and these 2...
Shut your trap! And
I'm afraid I have bad news.
of course, exactly. He said you'd...
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. I'm a blacksmith. I can set bones. I can help you with those injured men myself. I reckon Clara can hardly handle it on her own.
Thanks a bloody lot.
You should have told us right away that you're a healer. You'll also come in useful to our men. A lot of them are pretty bad off.
But I'm warning you. If anyone dies on your watch, let's go, Jakey. We've got...
Damn it. Henry, you don't know how glad I...
Damn! Is that you, Len?
Thank God you're alive.
Ah, don't jinx it. They could still finish us off.
So, is there anything I can do for you?
There is. You can tell us why they let you go and why we're
Father Godwin, an emissary from Lord Hanish of...
So you got a break. People like you...
It's the first time I've heard of a lord paying ransom.
Well, this commoner is lucky to be his father's son.
Aha! So you're a lord's bastard. At least...
Aye. It seems fortune...
I don't know. Fortune short, and I dare say she even wiped her arse with us.
I see you're injured. But don't worry. I've arranged for Clara to treat you.
Clara? Is that some local girl?
Aye. She knows all about healing and herbs.
Thanks for not leaving us high and dry.
Aye. Thanks for putting in...
Hang in there. You're not...
Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides, I would have missed Herman's jokes.
But our people will think you're a
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those 2 to their fate. By the way, thank...
It's not like I had much of a choice.
Life is just a struggle. But Herman is tough as old.
You men. Can't you resolve anything with that resort?
I only fight when I have to. And each time, I can only wish to have nearby...
Flattery will get you nowhere. Besides, didn't you just say you'd help me?
Is there anything I can...
Like what? Can you even do anything?
I'm sorry, Clara.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't...
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share.
In that case, I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a... In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men...
What are their names?
Mark and poor old Sver. You'll find medicine and bandages in... And if you have any...
Listen,
What would you like?
what should I do about...
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good.
What should I do with a...
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him.
What about bleeding? Should I bandage the wound?
Aye. A bandage will stop the bleeding.
How should I treat a burn?
Wash it with water and gently daub it with marigold ointment. Then just lightly dress it and give the patient some chamomile.
Can I give them something to...
Certainly. A good strong broth would be best. Or a potion that will... But be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding.
What's the proper way...
That's not hard. Always clean the wound.
Where can I
But I'm sure that you'll find a free bag. It was good to see you, my friend.
Are you the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep to...
Look, no offense.
I don't give a fuck what you want, you noble piece of...
Wait, what happened to Steer? Don't tell me he died in that ravine too.
Bloody hell. Did you know him?
The last time I was here, he spoke fondly of you. He was a blacksmith, like me.
Aye. He knew his way around a smithy. Unlike me. Wait, you're a blacksmith?
Aye. My father was a blacksmith.
Ours only drank, and then he drowned. But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too...
I need to forage a few...
You mean right...
Is this about...
It's just that... I have...
Don't worry, Bull. I'm a blacksmith.
Well, you came at just the right... There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before...
All right.
You'll really help. The lads would be bloody delighted if you...
That should do it. That's more like it.
What can I do for you?
I repaired those...
Bloody hell. That would have taken me a... Actually, I reckon I couldn't even... All they're good for is bashing people's...
My hands prefer... Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need... And this...
Well, I've got half finished. This'll take a bit longer. It's already cooled down. And that's it. It's completely cold. I've almost got it done. You're in luck. They just so
Do you normally carry that much iron around on you?
Happy to help.
No, I'll shoe the horses myself. Thanks a lot, Wish you a blessed evening.
Take care then, and have a pleasant evening.
Where did they wound you, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at you.
Come on.
Is there a cut under all that blood? You've got a cut and some bruising.
What do I know? It was one.
I see you've got a cut on your leg. It could get infected. Maybe a strong elixir.
Is that...
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all.
Come on, I'm fine.
All right. I reckon I know what... I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Come on, don't be silly.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I'll clean that wound for you. Let's try this.
Bloody hell, lad.
Stop your good.